Hey, what's up, good people? It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Sunday morning, July 2nd, and it's 11:23 in the a.m., and I am just hitting my first reading, which is Just for Today. Just for Today, I'm reading Just for Today. No, I love Just for Today, and it's my first reading every morning. It's entitled Comparing. And I want to say first and foremost that comparison is from the devil. Man, comparison will create, I want to say, coveting, envy, um, greed on some levels. I mean, comparing might take you into all seven of the deadly sins. Because, I teach that sin is exponential. It has a way of compounding and metastasizing in your life. Amen. Let's keep this real. Let's be honest about what happens. You know, that's the title of the actual reading from Just for Today. I entitled it this recording as a fundamental truth. Okay, stay with me. Por favor, stay with me. The reason I entitled it a fundamental truth is because of the next line, which says, our personal stories may vary in individual patterns, but in the end, we all have the same thing in common. And what is that thing? I'm going to say we have a couple of things in common. One, their propensity for sin, the capacity for sin, the Adamic nature of our beings. The writing says, we addicts are a varied bunch, coming from different backgrounds, having used different drugs, and recalling different experiences. And I change it up to meet everybody's needs because people like to tell you that they're not in recovery. And every time I hear that, I want to say, just keep living. We're all in recovery from something, y'all. Can we just be honest about that? That's a fundamental truth as well. It's that we people in need of healing, we people in need of salvation are a varied bunch, coming from different backgrounds, having used different things to numb out, to disconnect, to avoid the consequences of our behavior. And we all have stories to tell. How's that for a better opening sentence? It says our differences don't disappear in recovery. For some, those differences become even more pronounced. Yes, indeedy. When you get to the fourth step and you start doing your inventory, oh yeah. When it's all laid out and you're ready to be honest, oh yeah, it's pronounced all right. It says freedom from active addiction gives us freedom to be ourselves as we truly are. Why is it that we want to say we're keeping it real, but we avoid being authentic? Yelling, I told the truth. No, what you did was you offered a redacted story because it was filtered and edited to the nth degree because you didn't want to tell on yourself. The fact that we are all recovering doesn't mean that we are all necessarily have the same needs or goals. Each of us has our own lesson to learn in recovery. And I will amen that with an emphatic amen. Man, we're all carrying a burden, a cross, if you will. of varying weights because we know what we did and we know what has to die in us. And the majority of the time, it's a lot. It says, with so many differences from one addict to the next, or one person that's struggling to the next, how do we help one another in recovery, and how do we use each other's experiences? We come together to share our lives in the light of the principles of recovery. We come together to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Now that's a better line. We don't omit anything. We don't polish anything up to lessen the sting. We don't camouflage anything. We tell the whole truth. Amen. Are you ready to surrender? Are you ready to let go and let God? Ask yourself these questions as you think about what I just said to you. Amen. The commonality and the healing that can be found in sharing our stories.